Section 7.2.1 Recon with Whois. Part 3. Whois is a database of all registered internet domain names. It identifies who owns a domain name and how to contact them. Whois is a publicly searchable database when using the CLI command or using online tools. The internet has a record of every domain that includes the administrator's name, address, and phone number. This relates to our initial question in this section of, how can we find a person's real-life address if all we know is their website domain name? Here we see part of the Whois lookup results of the lostfoundpets.us domain, which produces valuable recon information, including an address, which could be used for swatting or doxing. We are going to explore how Whois works. I will be going to whois.domaintools.com. There, we will explore a few of the options we see here. I have gone to whois.domaintools.com. I type in a domain or IP address here and click search. I am proving that I am not a robot, so I'm going to click the CAPTCHA button and continue to my search results. In here, I can see who the registrar is. I can see how old the site is. I can also see some of the history of the site. My Whois record, I can see when it was updated, and I can see all of the details about where everything is located. Going back to home, I can do another search. This time I'm looking for the Louvre Museum. I see how old the site is again. I also see all the details for the Whois record. There's a lot of information. However, we see this one has a lot redacted for privacy. How can we secure against reconnaissance that uses database searches with the Whois tool? It is possible to have your information not show up in the Whois database. The domain registration data can be masked by the registrar so that when someone does a Whois search of your domain name, the results will be that of a proxy company like GoDaddy. This change to the Whois policy was the result of privacy concerns and recognition that the Whois data was being abused by hackers. Many registrars are now making this feature default and included in the registry fee. Note that having domain privacy configured will not mask all information about your domain, but it reduces your Whois footprint. In the example on the screen, we do a Whois lookup of MoMA.org, or the Museum of Modern Art in New York City. Note that the registrant organization is listed as Domains by Proxy LLC, and the registrant state is Arizona, the location of Domains by Proxy. All contact and location data for the MoMA is now private, available only through an official request to the proxy or registrar. Everyone should protect their online privacy, but gamers and social media influencers should be extra cautious to avoid becoming swatting victims. This is advice that you as students hear often and possibly ignore as being meant for adults and not relevant to your age group. Doxing and swatting are serious threats to your digital world. Take some time to reflect on and act on these tips. Number 1, don't share personal information in game chats or forums like Discord or social media posts. Be aware of everything you are saying that is personal. Number 2, remove personal and location data from all account profiles. This can be used against you. Number 3, use a VPN to mask your IP address, which can be used for general geolocation. A VPN will not provide the true location of your computer. Number 4, use two-factor authentication for all online accounts. This makes it harder for other people to access your accounts without your permission. And number 5, if possible, register risk of swatting information with local law enforcement. The Seattle Police Department and others have created a special database for celebrities or previous swatting victims. If a swatting call with their address comes in, the police will automatically see a link to their profile indicating this may be a prank call.